Hello YouTubers, today I got a PlayStation 4 here. Of course this one's going to be bad HDMI port. I don't know if you can see what's wrong there. I haven't seen one like this damaged for a while, so I told the customer I'll take a look at it as long as the pins ain't broken and tore any traces or anything like that. That's very severe damage, so we're going to take this apart, take a look at it. Yeah, I haven't really seen one pushed in that far like that for maybe when the PlayStation 4 first came out. You get the younger kids that just keep jamming it in there thinking that it's gonna work or fix the game console, which it doesn't. You can see that this one is kind of like the slim board model one. Pop this cover off here. Alright, we got that off. Flip it around the other way. Take the back cover off. Needs to be a pain in the butt right here on the sides. This one smells like big time cologne. It was drenched in cologne or something. So we got us a pretty dirty fan there. We're gonna have to clean that. Dress that if it's able to be fixed. So, you know, I already sprayed this down with 75% alcohol with some water diluted. Well, it's 91% alcohol, but diluted. For the coronavirus stuff. So we're gonna take all this apart. Let's take out the power supply here. Got a big dust ball here sitting here or something. Spider ball? What is that? It's like a perfect ball, a dust ball. What the heck? Yeah, you can see the fan is caked. But that's not what we're after. We're after to see if this HDMI is repairable. Or if it's easy enough to run jumper wires or something. As long as the board ain't cracked too, it could be an issue. Oh god. Holy cow. Oh wow, that is nasty. Wonder what the fan would look like too in there. Alright, so let's just connect all this. Disconnect our antenna. Alright, should be good to remove the motherboard now. With all the 50 million screws. No screws go jumping out at me. Got one over here, one over here. get this phone call. Yeah, customer already asking if it's done yet. I'm just taking it apart. Just dropped it off not even an hour ago. Had to finish doing a reball on a actual ps4. I haven't done one of those for a while. Took me only about 45 minutes to do. Knock it out. You haven't done them for a while, you get a little rusty, but happened the balls were disconnected on the sides of the chip, which is a common issue on the first generation ones. So I reballed it and it worked like a champ. I gotta take all these other ones out right here. I don't know why they decided to use 50 million different types of screws on this one, but they did. You gotta remember where you took the black screws out. I mean, it's pretty easy because they're threaded different. Just connect the power button, fan. Alright. Hard drive. Should be this. You gotta make sure you put back in. That holds down the power supply. Take the hard drive out. Should be able to remove this now. Get access. Yeah, this is pretty dirty. So, the game console would have probably died of overheating. I don't know what this is. Piece of aluminum. It is too. Wonder why a piece of aluminum. You gotta disconnect the switch here. I always forget about that. Well, I mean, it looks like the pins are all there. I mean, this thing is completely gone. Here it is. So we're gonna have to look and see if there's any traces that are broken. Holy cow, this thing is dirty. Alright, so we're gonna set that to the side. Take a look at it on the side camera. So here's the existing port right here, mangled. So if we take a look at this, you can see that the pins are still there. Turn on the microscope there. So surprisingly, we still have that, but we have a couple diodes. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know how you jam something in there. You got a couple filters that are broken there. So that would have to be replaced. We got some diodes there. Got a couple diodes missing off there. Yeah, I haven't seen nothing this damaged like this. This has got ridiculous. Did they damage anything in the chip? Almost. mean, this is just carnage. Just tore apart. Look at that diode. And on that model, I believe that pad looks like it's there. Somewhat, half of it's there. I mean, I guess I can go ahead and repair that. Grab a ps4 parts board. And I took the diodes off for that one. Choke. Okay, I got some choke filters there, but I think I have some diode save in a parts thing, but this one, take one of those filters there, D1 diode, so I need a couple of those. Just looking to see if they have any more diodes I could take off somewhere else, because I already stripped those from this board. I got other boards, but don't want to be going through the pile of them. Yeah, because those other ones, other diodes, I have them saved in a container. Which will take me all day to search for them. Here we go. ps4 parts. So and all I got is one. I think that was the smaller ones, I don't know. Can't remember, but I'm pretty sure there's two diodes that are right here. Should be able to get away with one of those. Obviously that's too big for that one. So those are the little ones right there. We could replace those. So these are those we could set to the side. So we're gonna have to replace this filter here. These two diodes right here. And we're gonna have to figure out can't remember. I'm pretty sure those are diodes instead of capacitors. I mean, I don't know why somebody would be, I don't know what they were doing, shoving a screwdriver in there. There's no way that can cause that much damage. You can see this capacitor here. That needs to be replaced. Took a chunk out of this a little bit. So we got a little bit left of the diode there, so we could tell that was a diode, not a capacitor. This one, this I believe was a cap. So I believe that, yeah, because there's a cap and then there's a diode. So we got those two diodes. We can use that big diode for this one. And then we can, I don't know, we can put a cap there. I don't think it's going to really matter, but it might because of the signal. So what we can do is we can go ahead and remove this first. So what we're going to do is tape this off. Alright, so I'm gonna grab my little plate thing here, turn on the JVC. We're gonna put some flux down here. And we're gonna heat this thing up. So I'm just gonna come from a distance from it, preheat everything up. Now this is basically just the shell we're taking off. Should be coming in any second here. There we go. So while it's still hot, we'll add some solder to those pockets. I'm just trying to mix some leaded solder. Alright, we're gonna dress these pads here. They're all there. Just these. Gonna get that thing up right here. Come on. See, I think that dial's fine. Alright, so we do got pads there. So I'm going to replace this one diode, and then we could put that big diode right here. That'll work fine for that. So now we just need to get these pockets sucked up. Uh-oh. As long as I don't break my... Which I did. My solder sucker. It has been cleaned in forever. Oh god. That's not good. It broke. How did the spring get caught in there? Wow. Hopefully it still works. Planning on getting another one of these, but yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work. We could try it. So we're gonna let this heat up. It's gonna take a while. Alright, so we got all the holes, pockets cleaned up. I might have to get a new solder sucker thingamajiggy. Alright, we took that dowel with us when we sucked it up. No biggie. Needed to be replaced anyways. I'm just gonna get a JVC desoldering gun. Should be nice. So we can remove that. Alright, so we're gonna remove that while it's still hot. Alright, so we got that filter removed. Add a little bit more flux down here. Tin these pads up. So with these ones too. Well, there went our one diode right there. He's sitting. This guy is just sitting over here. Which he's still good, so you could technically use him. So we'll put him back. Alright. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, so we're back here. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to turn down the airflow here so I don't blow these components away. Temperature down a little bit. I'm going to put my nozzle on here. We're going to replace that diode and that other one. So I got the two, and we're going to have to use a cap, which I don't know what the value is of it, but we'll find out, I guess. Here we go, we got our diode. We're going to place this one right here. You're going to have the line, the mark going this way. I'm going to add a little bit of flux. Get stuck on there. Alright, we got that one in place. So that one's too big, so we're going to use the other one. The line's going to go on this side of this one. I'll go fly on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cap, I'm going to take a coil or filter, whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna do is add some flux there. Stop blowing the component away. You want to be careful you don't touch the sides of these because it's a coil basically inside there. Now we just got to grab a capacitor. Which I have no idea what value that is, but so basically just doing random. Don't know what it is really. Just gonna filter out the noise from what I understand probably. Who knows? Alright. Alright, we're good there. All I'm gonna do is turn my meter on, diode mode. So basically your lining mark here on the diode is going to be this way, this direction here. So if you guys ever knock that off, and then it's going to be these two right here at the top. I got my meter on, go to diode, and we're going to just test, see if they're working. Alright, get nothing that way. Alright, yep, I do. 0.64 volts going through there. Other way, we shouldn't get anything. Shouldn't get anything this way. Okay, those two are good. We don't get none that way. Alright, and then we got 0.597 volts on that side. So we're good. So we can put the HDMI port on now. Grab a new one. Those pads here, I'm just gonna touch that up a little bit because I want a little bit more beefier solder on there. Alright, looks good. So now we gotta align the port. So we need to bring them over. Just a tad. Bring the other ones out. Bent those other ones way too much. Alright, looks pretty lined up. What I'm gonna do is put something underneath here so I can apply some pressure to it and heat it on there. Turn my heat down a little bit. So we're just gonna preheat it up. Get the board nice and hot. Then we can push this down on the solder pads. And there we go. Alright, that's good. Now we're just gonna attack those by putting some solder on the tips, making sure they're down all the way. And then we can do the anchors of it. Really probably don't even have to touch it up because it did take pretty good. But extra security, you know, just make sure it hit them. Clean my tip pretty good. get focused in here. I always get these bridged down here, but told you. So we just got one little bridge there. I had it perfect, but I had to go back over it for some reason. There we go. Good enough. Make sure I get this last pin. Alright. While I'm here, I can touch these diodes up, I guess. All right. This capacitor right here. Touch that up. Now we're going to take a look at our coil, or not our filter, as you want to call it, coil, the same thing. We check that and see. Yep, that's sitting down on there pretty good. Took a nice little chunk out of that chip right there. So I don't know if that chip is actually going to be good or what, but we're going to turn it around the other way. Do the 4 anchors. Which it works best if you sand them down, file them down a little bit so the solder sticks to the side a lot easier, which helps. If you have a good soldering iron, then you could just hold it on there, it'll dissipate the heat. a prettier job, but who cares? Not about the looks, as long as it's functional. Yeah, so once it heats up, and the other side is kind of somewhat heated up already, it's a lot easier. Alright, so we got that side down. We're going to anchor the sides down on the top. Add some flux here. Alright, we're going to add some flux on the other side. So if we get sound and video out of this thing, then I'll clean the fans on it. Alright, so we're good. We can just clean it up, put it back together, fire it up. I have to re-clean this mess up. Alright. Just got a little bit more flux to clean up here. Alright. I gotta do is clean off this thermal paste. original stock. Alright. Get clean. Put some paste on here. Alright, so we got our paste there. We're going to clean off the bottom part, the body. Got a lot of dust in here. Alright, so I could go to the side cam, or the top cam, as I would say. Look at the mess I have created. So we get that cleaned up there. We can slide this back into place. Plug our fan in. Cable over here. Pad there. That one goes there. I didn't place these pads down right, I tell you. We're going to have to screw in our heat sink. We're going to take that, we're going to bend this back a little bit. It's easy, be careful not too much. Black screws in there just to hold it down. Slide our hard drive in here. Alright. Got that all set. Put our switch in here so we can power it up. Here's our old HDMI port. As you can see, pretty damaged. So I'm gonna take it back apart, obviously, to clean the system. If everything all works. Granted, the IC chip to the HDMI might be damaged. So we might have to replace that. And it's crazy how many game consoles I've been getting in, you know, because everybody basically being home for the coronavirus, which is pretty crazy. Take that out. Holy cow. This is ridiculous. Surprised this thing even powers up, so have to blow all that out, plug this in, and we can flip it around and test. That fan is filthy. Really, really filthy. Alright, so just need HDMI in here, because we actually got an HDMI port now, which is surprising. There we go, we got our power. And now we just gotta wait for picture and audio. Oh, I gotta plug in the cord. What the heck? I just had the cord. There it is. Give it a second. Generate the power. There we go. And guess what? I got picture. Let's see, we got a signal. It's detecting a signal. See what it does. There we go. Let's grab this. Pair a controller to it, probably. Come on. There we go. Checking system storage, because it wasn't turned off right. So we got picture, you guys. You guys can't see it. I'll probably be able to play some sound on the PlayStation. See if you guys can hear that when it boots up. So I'm plugging the controller in to pair it. Just restarted because it wasn't shut down proper. So this is going to be an actual fix here. And pretty damaged HDMI. So what I'll do is I'm going to have to put this back in there, clean the fan out, stuff, so the system will last a lot longer for the customer. And there we go. See, it's giving us our warning. And you can hear that. We got gotta love it when you hear that sound. So we got a working system now. Oh, we just got a password on there. I miss playing PlayStation. He played at PC games, you know, that's what I play. But the sound and the interface. You guys remember when we had the PlayStation 1 and the symbol would come up at the beginning? And then you had the PlayStation 2. That was cool with the wave pattern. It kind of brought it on with the... So we're going to shut this down proper. Turn off. Wait, I want to see. Granted, this customer called like not even an hour after dropping it off. I said, yeah, I'll probably be able to get to it, but I got a stockpile of these things to fix, especially the HDMIs and overheating issues. So, alright, power options, power off. There we go. So, yeah, basically, wasn't a simple fix. It wouldn't have been a simple fix if you don't know the direction of the diodes and stuff. And I kind of remember what direction they go. They always usually go that direction, but you might not know. You could try doing some searching on it, but you might not find it. So if you run into that issue where those components are broken off, you could use this video as to see what direction the diodes go. And that capacitor, I just took a random capacitor off close to the right here, one of these, just to replace for that one. I don't know the values of it. I'm really not going to know unless you test the other one, taking it off with a meter, or if you had the schematics for these boards, which we don't have access to, unfortunately. But just simple video, somewhat simple, besides those diodes and the capacitor missing. You know, somebody was jamming like a screwdriver or something in there, trying to maybe thinking it was gonna fix it or something. I don't know. It's very strange. I've never seen one that kind of damaged, where it's caused component damage to the other ones. But I've seen a lot of damaged devices due to people shoving stuff that they're not supposed to shove in there. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys get a chance, give this a thumbs up. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching.